Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. The Yellow Jackets will kick it away to start us off. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Clemson Tigers offense will get the first swing of the game. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Bowman.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the...
He's loose on the left. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Looking to get it in. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Yellow Jackets offense will have its first possession of the game. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse. It's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David. It's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed. He's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
How about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. To throw, it's Barnett. What a job to lay out and make the catch. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you've got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You can tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
With the run on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Clemson! A great catch and run for 6.
Defense has got to do a better job of corralling this wide receiver. They've got to know where he lines up each and every play. And then once he has the ball, they have to play with a sense of urgency and get hats to the football. He's just way too dangerous in the open field.
Coming out with it, it's Stockton. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Give to the running back. Turning it on! They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The inside handoff. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
On third down, going up top. He'll get rid of it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Yellow Jackets will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Touchdown, Clemson! Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. BYU was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen from the Cougars over the years. A win, yes, but this one lacked style points. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll go to the ground. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no point.
He's into the open down the middle. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense, understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy from us.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period.
Kicking team.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll try the run. Turns it on in midfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Looking for a man. It's Barnett. Using the quick game. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on first down. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Clemson trying to put its paws on a productive red zone trip. Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top. The quick out. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Tiger! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Stockton. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Nothing but punts as a result of the first 3 offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. Off play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Back to pass. Here's a heat. Grab near the sticks. It's Smith. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw again. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Looking to throw. Pressure coming. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Hauls it in.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Zings it complete to the right. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
At the pace this guy's going at right now, this could be a record-setting type day. This could be a game for the ages for this dude. He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up that first down. This is still the first half, guys. What is this guy capable of doing the rest of the game? We're going to find out.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Pulls and fires complete. Breaks into the open. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. The old saying is pick your poison. Both of them are lethal when you deal with this guy. He fits that Clemson quarterback mold.
That's what stinks. So, yeah, I got to come up and worry about his legs and make sure I bring a safety down to be aggressive in stopping this Clemson running attack, and then he throws it over my head. So tough to defend when you get all the speed, the running game going, the tempo, and then a quarterback that can run and throw. Good luck.
The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
To the air on first down. On the move and looking deep. It's complete. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The Yellow Jackets want to pick up the tempo. Second down, they'll go to the air. Rush is on him. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Off the play fake. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Well, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
And That is elite third down defense. First of all, you get him in third and long, and then you look to the go-to guy, Jesse. I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that dude.
Yeah, and it's hard. Third in California to convert that. Doesn't matter how good your receiver is. And this dude's obviously one of the best in the country. But the defense, they were all over it. They were ready for it, and they get the big pick.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Dropping back, it's Barnett. Makes the catch, it's Williams. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Man, how about the first half this guy's having? He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up a huge first down right here. On defense, you're going to have to find a way to control this guy. You're going to have to make some big-time adjustments at halftime.
Looking downfield on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. It's complete to the right. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Makes the catch. It's Moore. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Touchdown, Tigers. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Smith takes the handoff. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He makes the catch. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. And the Yellow Jackets look to keep this drive humming. Here we go. Looking to throw on first down. Firing toward the end zone. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man, or...
There he goes. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Yellow Jackets kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking for a man. It's Barnett. Here comes the heat. That's reeled in. It's Moore. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. It'll be third and long. From the gun. Wants to pass. Right on the money. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Inside the touchdown, Clemson. And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive in the third quarter, march down the field, and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
49, Georgia Tech, 7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection, and the defense is putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. And the Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Wants to return it. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. unable to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. He leaves it with his back. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He'll try to do it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And that is such a gut punch for this defense because you're trailing in the game. You're trying to get off the field. You think you got the quarterback in the backfield for a sack, and he's able to escape scramble and go pick up the first down. That is a killer. If you're the defensive coordinator, you've now got to find more ways to get pressure on this guy and get him on the ground.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Trying play action. Wide open downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Clemson! If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. One final play before the end of the quarter. A quick pass to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Scanning the field, it's King. Fires to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. They're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
The Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Hauls it in at the 25. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action. It sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
They'll run it out of the shotgun.
Yeah, and he's shown you a little bit of everything today. Shows you why he's a really good back, and the line's paved some holes, and he's right at 99 yards. And the way this game's going with the lead, he's going to get a few more touches, break that century mark, and when you do, you have a great chance of winning football games.
Back to pass on second down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this year. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Offense gets set for second down. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Discards him with the stiff arm. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Pocket breaking down. Finds his big tight end. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting, keep throwing the football, try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying or just seeing what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. They try to get it outside on the left. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. Trying to pick up a first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work. Seven-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out. They've run it well.
Turning on the Jets. And he's brought down after a completion. And another big play by this offense, and if they are playing, not thinking about the scoreboard at all, there's evidence of it right there.
Hey, if there's time on the clock, as a defense, stop us. Because we're not stopping ourselves. We're going to continue being aggressive. We're going to continue trying to score points. That's the aggressive nature.
How did he get hurt? I took him out the game.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Quickly complete. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at... Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the... You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their